greatest hope for the future is in the proper raising of the next generation. Hello, everybody. It's Jaime Buckley here again for another Fundamentals of Parenting, and today we are talking about providing hope. You know, hope is an important word to a parent. I hope my child understands. I hope my child gets good grades. I hope my child will be able to get into a non-bat crap crazy college, or better yet, to trade school. I hope that smell of dog crap isn't my child walking across the carpet. I hope that wasn't my child who spray painted the cat purple. You know, hope keeps us going when so much seems to let us down and allows us to cope with the variables better. But I'm here to tell you that your why can fill you with that hope when you see your labors over time come to full fruition. I have a little story for you. Pokemon evolution in action. I joke a lot about my oldest son, Evan, being a Pokemon evolved version of myself. Though he's part Samoan, he's blonde-haired and blue-eyed like myself, packed into a mountain of a body. Of all my children, I think Evan most naturally took to what I was trying to teach him, and now that he's married and has 5 children of his own, those teachings are coming through. Sitting in the front room of his house, I watched my grandson one morning, named after me, oh, that poor kid, walk away from the kitchen table, ignoring his mother's patient instructions with a defiant expression on his face. That is, until he turned around and he walked right into the solid legs of his father at the bottom of the stairs. Evan had been watching the whole thing. He's just standing there with his arms folded. And it was really hard for me to hide my giggles while I watched this, but I did. I just kept a hand over my mouth and watched this transpired. I did my best not to ruin the mood. And Jaime froze. My grandson just froze when he saw his dad there, and he looks up with those adorable little eyes. "What do you think you're doing?" my son asked my grandson. "I'm going to play," Jaime replied. "Have you been excused from the table by your mother?" No, you weren't. Did you eat your food like your mother asked?" No, you did not." And at this point, Evan is slowly leaning down to my grandson. His brows are dropping to express his displeasure. And he doesn't have to say a thing. He's just showing his displeasure through his facial expression. "So what are you going to do right now?" And turning quickly on his heels, Jaime squeaks, "Sit down and eat my food?" To which my son replies, or adds, "After you apologize to your mother for not listening." And you can probably guess what happened next. So here's the why. Evan had a why established a long time ago, just like I have. He knows what kind of parent he wants to be, and is, and what kind of children he hopes to raise. Now, that hope is yet to be realized because his kids are still young, and this is the long game. I've mentioned this over and over again, and this takes time, but the only true hope that a parent has in raising the children they want is to actively engage themselves following a predetermined plan. I keep telling you, plan these things out. Decide what kind of parent you want to be. Decide what kind of children you want to have, and then make a plan, and then consistently follow that out. Now, for me, this experience showed my hopes realized in my son at that moment. I got to see the fruits of my own labors in my boy and how he was parenting his boy. And I loved it. Not only has he surpassed my expectations as an adult, Evan overjoys me with his determination and focus as a parent, which I see in his continual training of my grandchildren. The how. I want to ask you a question. Do my descriptions seem cold or mechanical? Have these articles left you feeling like I'm a calculating only kind of parent, devoid of joy and laughter or enjoyment in being a parent? because my house is filled with laughter, games, happiness, and joy. We have a great time at my house. Every member of this family is cherished. Every member of this family is loved. Every member of this family is appreciated for their own individuality, talent, and unique contributions to this family unit. The how in all this is learning how to be. Be you, yourself. The hope occurs when you can learn to be who you are all the time, so that parenting isn't something you do, but it becomes what you are. When you know you're being the parent that you are meant to be, supposed to be, and choose to be, I promise there will be a deep hope of success within you. Here's the how. Be. And then don't stop. Conclusion. We all hope to be the best parent possible, don't we? And we also hope our children will be the strong, well-adjusted, happy adults we see in our own minds. And now, realistically, there's no guarantee that this will be the case. For we all ultimately choose our own paths, but we, as parents, can stack the results in our favor by being good parents and holding to that hope. Funny thing is, I've learned that oftentimes, even when my hopes aren't realized, I get something far better. Isn't that worth being the best parents we know how to be? Because I think so. What to do next? I believe sometimes the best way to build that hope and to refresh the why I hold in my heart for my children is to remember. So today, I want you to spend some time and go through your child's photo album. Look over the memories that you've already created. It'll inspire you, I promise. And if you haven't created a photo album for your child, start one. You've got this. You do. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I'd like you to think of 2 to 3 people who might be able to use this information, who could use the reinforcement and the encouragement. And please tell them about this podcast, the blog, and these videos. And I'll see you next time.